Hey y'all, it's Jalen, and I am back with Art in Color. As you may have noticed, we are now in my bedroom because guess what? There's a pandemic happening. I thought that in light of recent news about George Floyd and the stream of protests that are happening all around the United States and even beyond about Black Lives Matter, it would be good to talk about an amazing Black artist who fought for equality and justice, not only through her political artwork, but also her activism. Also, while we're all just sitting here together talking, you can subscribe to my channel. It's super easy. All you do is click the red button below that says subscribe, and then you'll get notified every single time that I post a video. Which would be cool because I'm always talking about great art and I feel like maybe you want to know about that when it happens. So today I want to talk about Emma Amos. So who is Emma Amos? Emma Amos was a Black woman and an artist who was born in Atlanta, Georgia in 1937. She attended segregated public schools all throughout her younger life, and at the age of 16 she enrolled in Antioch College where she studied painting, printmaking, and weaving. She then moved to New York in the 1960s, joining the art scene there at the height of the civil rights movement. Emma Amos is best known for her vivid figurative paintings. In her paintings and prints, she often explored dynamics of race and gender in the United States, specifically unpacking her own position within those systems of power as a Black woman. I thought that this was super important in terms of the riots going on right now, to see how different Black artists are approaching the plight of African American lives in the United States. She often used pastiche, which can be defined as sort of taking different elements or imitating different elements from different artworks and putting them together, sometimes in parody and sometimes in celebration. She did this in order to sort of explore different ideas of Blackness and identity within her work. So, for example, in her artwork Tightrope, which was done in 1994, she paints herself as a circus performer. She's wearing these star-spangled underwear and a duster, and she's on a high wire. There's also a t-shirt she's holding which has a chest of a woman, and this actually is an imitation or pastiche from Paul Gauguin's Two Tahitian Women. Gauguin was actually known for being sort of a Frenchman who journeyed to Tahiti in the late 1890s, where he unfortunately took advantage of the different people in Tahiti by exoticizing them. He even married a young woman, a child actually. So in a way, she is sort of making fun of the artwork and parodying it, while simultaneously trying to come to terms with the way that she has to appropriate the modernist canon in her art education. In 1991, Amos is quoted as telling the art critic Lucy Lippard, "Every time I think about color, it's a political statement. It would be a luxury to be white and never have to think about it. The terms used in describing painting have always held a double meaning for me." Emma Amos often painted or had prints with very vivid interpretations of Black womanhood, sort of documenting a way of life for a marginalized group of people. Besides her artwork, she was also an extremely active participant in different political artist collectives. Well, she was in the Spiral Collective, which was a collective of Black artists that wanted to address the role of African American artists in politics and the civil rights movement. It was actually started by Romare Bearden and Hale Woodruff in 1963. During the same time, she was part of Heresy's, the feminist art collective, where she would often write on issues of racial inequality in the feminist art movement. Simultaneously, she was a member of the iconic feminist collective Guerrilla Girls, which you may know for their provocative posters in which they give statistics about the presence, or rather the absence, of women artists in museums while wearing gorilla masks in order to stay anonymous. All of this activism manifested extremely clearly in her prints and drawings. In her artist statement, she states that, "I hope that the subjects of my paintings dislodge, question, and tweak prejudices, rules, and notions relating to art and who makes it, poses for it, shows it, and buys it. The work reflects my investigations into the otherness often seen by white male artists, along with the notion of desire, the dark body versus the white body, racism, and my wish to provoke more thoughtful ways of thinking and seeing." In recent years, major museums have started to collect her artwork. For example, Crystal Bridges, the Brooklyn Museum, the Museum of Fine Arts in Houston, and so on. If you want to learn more about Emma Amos, I will try to provide some links below to her artist statement and different articles that I think are valuable in terms of writing about her legacy and her artwork. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe if you want to see more. I'm going to try to post more videos during this extremely hectic time in the world. Until next time, goodbye!